what I am. You know what I am? Tough old bird. You know that about me.
I do. I do. I really, let me tell you something from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you keeping me, Colonel. Not putting me on the block. I really do. Well, however the scenario
How it turns out, we'll have to see. But right now, you're not going on the block. Don't let them know that. They didn't let me know yesterday all that shit. I had a whole week of laying in there, didn't know shit.
Well, I don't know how, they're probably going to look at me like, in other words, who knows?
Doesn't matter, Renny.
All I know is if I went HOH, one of their asses is going home.
Why would you feel when they're willing to kick your ass right out the door and use you? What they've done so far with you is use your vote. Okay? You have been a little bit of a puppet from a voting
Keisha
standpoint.
too, huh? Keisha too?
Hell yeah. That's you gave Keisha her power. She was 2 votes, Renny.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Now, I may need you to protect her this week because I want Dan out of here.
Yeah.
So you have to vote with me that way, okay? Dan got to go. Dangerous. If he stayed, he'd sell you and me out or anybody in here in a minute.
What about Memphis, Colonel?
You know what, though? Memphis has not broken his word to anybody. You really come down to it. He's played it to be in position where he hasn't had to. But he never looked me in the eye and said, I'm going to do this, Jerry. And if Memphis said that to me, I really believe he would try to keep his word.
Well, then let's put it this way. If Memphis won the POV and he used it, and he took...
Dan, he screwed me. That's the only scenario he could do.
And then I would go up, right?
You'd have to, because there's no one else. And that's
I'm out.
That's the only time you're vulnerable. I have no choice. There's only 4 people. He's safe once he wins POV, and so is whoever he takes off the block. So that's the only way you could go out. But then Keisha's faces the same situation. If Dan wins it, and Memphis playing games with me, I throw his ass over there. I'll have that power.
Mm-hmm.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
And if Keisha wins it, and I see that Memphis was going to vote for Dan, I'll throw him against Dan. So, only thing I have to dodge is your scenario. You're like 80% good.
Mm-hmm.
See what I mean? And that's all anybody is.
And then if they did a little number, I'll have to just, work with you.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So you don't get the vote, though, huh?
No, but I get the tiebreaker. So if you vote one way and they vote another, I win.
Mm-hmm.
Unless both of them are safe and can vote, then they have 2-1. Then they could swing it. Only way it can change.
See, they may
if Memphis wins POV and saves Dan. And I don't think he'll go against Keisha. He's been hanging around her, and she saved his ass so many times and included him. I think they've been in an agreement since day one.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't give a shit what's happening.
Yeah, but if he took Dan off and he votes, I'm definitely out. So
that's the only scenario that can do it, though.
Mm-hmm.
He would have to win it and take Dan off. I don't think he will, because then he knows that Keisha could go.
You mean next week?
Yeah. See, he knows, too, if Dan wins it and takes off, and I find he played any game at all, I'll put him up. They got about the same vulnerability you do. Every one of them could end up going out of here. Depends on who wins POV. You win it, or I win it, or Keisha wins it. If Keisha wins it and you can throw it with you, we put Dan out again. Dan still goes, I put Memphis on the block. The only scenario...
If Memphis plays in POV, you're screwed and I'm screwed, right?
Not if everybody's not playing it this time. There's only 6
I
people.
see. That's right.
And if he wins it, we're not screwed unless he saves Dan. Why would he do that? Dan screwed him. He knows that. Memphis knows what Dan did to him. You think Memphis is happy over going on the block with Dan having to win the POV to feel he's safe his ass? You think he trusts Dan?
I don't know. It's a.
No, hey, no.
Okay.
I've talked to him. I'm telling you, I'd be offended.
Why would he risk that anyway?
Well, why would he? Well, you know, the next week he's right back. He can't get me this week, so he's right back where it was. I have another shot at him. So, and then Keisha's going to be pissed off because he left her on the block. So it'll be Keisha and I against them two. So he's not. There's nobody guaranteed anything here.
Oh well.
But you're not going up on the block and make it easy for them just to get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have to play out before you would be vulnerable.
Right. Okay, Karen, I appreciate it. I'm not, honey. Hey, to you.
Right, and don't tell them what I'm doing. Don't come down there and I'm no shepherd. Baby, do you any good. And the old man is not stupid.
Want to go back outside?
Would they shut us in?
No way, you think?